What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Me and Walker and Nick are out here trying out my little stealth rig here that I just got. This is a water feather boat, and my buddy Neville works for this company called Newport. They make electric boat motors. They make a trolling motor, but they also make like electric outboard motors. And I got one of their batteries, and I got this little trolling motor for this water feather boat. And the idea is that we've got a dead quiet boat that we can use for streams and creeks and small ponds and lakes and stuff to get in and out for turkeys and deer. But these water feathers are initially made for duck hunting. We're out here testing this thing out before we take it to the field. We're going to give away one of these motors and batteries, one of the Newport motors. To sign up for the giveaway, all you got to do is go to our website, thehuntingpublic.com, and go to the giveaway tab, and you'll see how to sign up for one of these. We're not going to give away a Newport trolling motor. We're actually giving away one of their fancy 3 horsepower electric outboard motors, which will flat get it. I mean, if I put that thing on this little boat, we're going to be on plane out here probably. So y'all can check that out. We'll have some information about the motors there, and yeah, sign up for the giveaway. Maybe y'all can win one. Me and Walker are going to head into the bank and go see if we can find us a buck.
That's the one you saw, I think.
On the last video, we had our second encounter with this tall, narrow 10-pointer. The very next morning, after Hayden and Nick saw this buck at about 200 yards, we decided to put a full court press on this thing's area. Hayden and Nick were going to go back to that same tree where they saw him the night before, and me and Brett were going to head deep into his bedding area in the hopes that one or both of us would get a look at this deer, or better yet, a shot at him.
Just getting daylight. Me and Brett calmed in here into this thick mess of stuff next to this creek. And it's real monotonous out in front of us, as you can see. Where Hayden and Nick filmed those bucks come out of the field last night is 140 yards straight out in front of me. We just took Onyx and drew a straight line from that point back here to the thick stuff along the creek. Walked until we found a couple beds right here and then popped up in a tree. They could bed anywhere along this thing, but they were right here, I would think, within 100 yards of this spot yesterday afternoon. So hopefully, if they don't get a shot at them and they come back in here, me and Brett will. They're out there in that same tree right now that they hunted last night. Mid-morning, we're gonna go ahead and get out. Ain't seen nothing. We know that big boy's in here because he come right out of these woods last night. I just measured the pen. It's 170 yards. They could have easily been bedded right here yesterday. No, I don't know if we'll come back in here and we'll hunt the spot that they come out of last night, or if we'll just wait for another day and get back in here, but we're definitely gonna get back in here at some point. We've either hunted or scouted this particular area 5 times in the last week. We've seen a big buck 3 of the 5 times. We've seen that really big one 2 of the 5 times. And ain't nobody else been hunting in here to our knowledge. So anyway, we're gonna climb down, go back to camp, regroup, and edit some hunting videos.
What's that? Wonders why he wakes up choking. He's about to swallow a bunch of those leaves there. Hey, maybe that one of them lucky crickets will fall in his mouth. Yeah, he needs it. It's nap number 2 for the day. Sleepy boy. Guy's been working hard.
Extra X80 batteries if you need it.
I got plenty. I'm on 90% still on this one.
That should work.
And then 100 on the other one. All right, it's about 4:30. We're heading into the same area that we've hunted this morning and last night, except tonight we're gonna get on that trail that the buck came out on. Got a lot of work done during the day, did some editing, ran to town, got some work done. Warb did a little bit of speed scouting. So we've got a pretty good plan for this evening. I think all of us are gonna be in really good spots where we got potential to either see deer or kill deer. I think tonight's the first night where I feel like we'll be in a kill spot, you know?
Yeah.
We were hemming and hawing about where we're gonna go this evening, and Nick was the only one that was confident about a spot, so figured let's go with that. Still warm, what are you gonna do? It was warm yesterday and he came out at 6:30, so 6:45, somewhere around there. He was the first deer in the field, so hopefully he does the same thing and walks right by where we find a setup.
Spooky back in here, don't it?
Yeah. Could be bedded anywhere up in there. Well, we just got set up. It's about 6 o'clock. That buck's been coming out around 6:45, so got enough time. We're not in the best setup that I was hoping for, but it'll work. A lot of times that's what you gotta do to be in the spot that they're coming through, so.
It's kind of a do or die situation. We knew if we jumped in here that we might not have.
Wait. If he does come by, where we hope he does, it'll be a chip shot. If he comes from our right, if he comes from my right, it's gonna be a little tough, but as long as I can move without him seeing me, get facing that way, it should be. This wind's also squirrely too. Like that's dead wrong.
All we can do is try.
Yeah, I mean the majority of the time it's acting right. Just sometimes it'll pick up and that breeze will.
Like that right there, you just let go.
Yeah, that's fine. It's when the breeze picks up, that's when it kind of kicks that way. But it may be turning as soon as it hits that opening. Might just be swirling weird. Nick does a good job of keeping me level. I get a little stressed out sometimes, overthink things. I think I asked him about 6 times as I was climbing the tree if he wanted to move. And he kept reassuring me that let's just hunt, so that's what we're gonna do.
All successful relationships are made of balance.
That's right. You're calling us a success then, huh? You're calling us a success then, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
We're Facebook official.
Ooh.
We continued to hunt the next few days, but really struggled to get eyes on bucks. Had many close calls with does, saw lots of deer feeding on pin oak acorns, and had several good hunts where we saw a lot of deer, just could not see any big bucks. Then on the last morning of our hunt, Hayden and Brett were cruising around and saw a really nice buck in the same area where we'd saw the tall 10-pointer. So that afternoon, me and Nick decided we'd dive back in there one more time.
Me and Nick were observing way over there in the trees this morning. This is real close to where we saw that narrow 10-pointer earlier in this hunt. It just rained a few days ago, so we're checking tracks right through here. There's this old dry slough bed. Got a big set of tracks right here. Going over there into the ragweed. Comes right here. It's a wide track. Goes right up past this tree right here. Found a few tracks right here along the edge. We're gonna get up in this tree where we can see over this corn. We're gonna have to get up way high to be able to see over these branches and crap.
It's wet. It's raining. Who's up there in the tree? I'm down here with the camera gear trying to stay dry till this rain passes. Pretty phenomenal stuff.
Here's the current situation. We're trying to wait this rain out so we can hunt this spot. We've been trying to get in here for several days. Gotta wait for the rain to quit so we can get the camera out and pull my bow up and get Nick up here on this platform.
Hey, what kind of a rainstorm mess was that?
You ever sat through an inch of rain before?
I try not to at times. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do.
Now you're up now. Welcome to the Eagle's Nest.
We in here like swimwear. And wetter than a fish.
Yeah, I'm soaked to the bone. We just sat through a good hour of solid rain, heavy rain, but it finally subsided. We got about an hour and 20 minutes of daylight left. As you can tell, we're way up here. We got this slough right here with fresh tracks coming right down the edge. We got standing corn out there and more bedding right over there. We can see a really long way across this stuff. The hope is to get eyes on a buck and then either climb down and try to go kill him or watch him and figure out where he's at and hunt him first thing in the morning. We found a couple rubs on the way in here and a couple sets of big tracks. So there's definitely bucks around. Just a question of whether or not we get eyes on them. I can't see him. Did you hear that?
Splashing.
Yeah, it sounded like something walking down there.
Yeah, it's mud.
Yeah. Yeah, it's gotta be a deer.
Maybe a little further out.
It's gotta be in that ditch, don't it?
Yeah.
like another one. Got a doe down here walking through this slough. 50 yards maybe. Just ended up seeing, I guess, 2 does come out of there. We heard them down there splashing in the water. Eventually they come slinking up through there, but not a buck. Didn't see a buck all day. Saw a lot of does, but I don't know what the deal is, because when I was scouting in here in the summer, I saw a lot of bucks. This might be my last hunt for a little bit. I've got to go to Arizona in a few days and film my buddy Aaron Neal. He drew a once-in-a-lifetime elk tag. So I'm going to go down there with him. Hopefully help him get his first bull. I mean, I know we ain't got nothing yet. We've really been struggling these last few days of hunting. Been riding the struggle bus. But that's part of it. Just keep backing away at them. Eventually, good things will happen. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Let's get on down out of here. I'm getting bit up, boy.
Yeah, me too. Spinning back there.
What?
Back tire spinning. No. There you go, let it eat.
Here we go.
Alright, let it rip, Tater Chip. Don't be easy. Attaboy. You can't ride my little red wagon.
Had to kind of get after it a little bit there.
Note to self, don't get off road.